Hi guys, welcome back or welcome, whichever one you are. I appreciate your presence here. And today, this is a vlog on all things sewing and crocheting. I have been a little bit behind, um, you know, and since I made Miss Valentine back here, um, I have done other things. So I just wanted to kind of update uh, where I am in regards to crocheting and in regards to what I'm sewing. As far as crocheting, so the crocheting, I had stated that when I made Miss Valentine, um, I stated that I wanted to make at least 3 sweaters for for the year. At least try to. So for 2026, I want to be able to make at least 3 sweaters that I can use for the fall and winter. Um, and this would be the time to do it. I don't specifically want to be knitting something, I'm sorry, crocheting something and be in the season in which I would want to wear it. I prefer to, I can do that with sewing because sewing is a lot quicker, um, for me anyway. Um, it depends on how intricate a pattern is, but for the most part, I can sew something up really quickly. With crochet, it is meant to be something that is something that you take your time with, that you relax and you unwind with, and that you can sit down at your, in a chair, in the sofa, in the living room, and you watch your TV or you listen to a podcast or something of that nature, and you just take your time with it and enjoy the process. And the reward after that is whatever you're making. So, uh, because I want to be able to wear the garment during the season that I'm making it for, I like to do it a season ahead. Right now in New York, we're a few days shy of July 1st, and so we're in the throes of summer. But I felt like I started making her in late January, and I didn't finish her until April. So um, I won't be able to wear her um, until mid-January, February, because she's Valentine's. So that will be when I get to use her. But I also made, and I wanted to make 2 more. So I've accomplished that. I made a hexagon sweater, and I used um, Passionate Kelsey. I used her tutorial on YouTube to make it, which was Chef's Kiss. Great tutorial. Recommended. Um, so I used her tutorial to make the hexagon sweater, and um, I used. I don't want to butcher her handle name or page name. I want to say it's who actually is her YouTube channel name, um, which is she's also fantastic, and she has many things that she crochets. It's amazing. Um, I made a barrette, which was not in the mix, but it only took me 4 days to do by following the tutorial. Only because Um, I, you know, I stop and I stop. I do several rows. I put it down. I go make dinner. Um, I go run errands. I do things, um, or sometimes I do it right before bedtime, and then um, I get sleepy and I put it away, and the next day comes and I don't pick it up until later or whatever the case may be. So it took me 4 days to sit with the YouTube tutorial and finish it. But I was very pleased by um, I was pleased by the make and the bread. So um, the bread is here. Um, I made it with um, a Lions brand yarn called Ferris wheel, and the name of the yarn was Summertime. I will put a picture of it so that you can see, but um, this is basically the barrette. It's so cute. I'll bring it down that. There's a so this is the barrette, and I think it is so flippin' cute. And I I saw it on her. It came up on my feed, and I needed a hat, so I wanted to make a hat because I had the I purchased three of those yarns, and then to make the hexagon sweater, and then I basically ran out of yarn, and then Mother's Day came, and my children were asking me what I wanted, and I said, just purchase me three more cakes of this yarn. So they basically, one of my children did that, gave me, that was that was his gift to me, um, was the yarn for Mother's Day. And so I had three more. So with the three more, I was able to do uh, finish off the sweater. So basically, the hexagon sweater took five of the cakes from Lion's Bread, and I have the sweater right here. So this is the hexagon sweater. Um, and it is, you don't have to change colors or anything like that. The yarn comes with all these colors in it, and which to me is like perfect. Um, and it's like my own Technicolor dream coat. I think it's amazing. Um, and I love it so much. So I'm looking forward to absolutely rocking this consistently in full. Um, but I made the hat with the same yarn as the hexagon sweater, and um, that took five cakes, and then this took only half of the one that was left. So I still have a little left over from that one cake, and which I don't think it would give me enough to do anything. So it's gonna be scrap yarn for, I don't know, something else, I guess. Later down the line, I'll figure something out with the other ones that I have left. Um, but I made the hat and the sweater. So that's two sweaters down for the year, and I have one more that I would like to do. Um, so I'm thinking of, there's several ones that I have in mind, but I haven't really decided just yet. And I'm not going to start it until maybe the end of July. Probably. Um, but for now, I'm going to give the crocheting a rest because my wrist is my wrist is acting up. My carpal tunnel is acting up. When I start doing too many projects, knitting and I'm sorry, crocheting and sewing too often makes my carpal tunnel act up. But I have two two outfits that I would like to make for the summer. Um, the first one that I'm going to do is McCall's 7946. And what I would like to do is view D over here. So I already have part of it made, and I'm using an eyelet. So the casings are already, as you can see in here that I have the casings already put in for the elastic. Um, and I have the straps already put in. I have to put in the elastic and I have to add in the bottom portion of the dress. Um, so which is the little ruffle at the bottom here. So I'm making that, and then I also would like to make McCall's 7948, and that's UC, and it's this one right here. So it's basically, it looks to me similar to this dress, only without the sleeves. So, and I have it already cut out and ready to go when I finish the one that I'm currently working on. So yeah, um, we've been somewhat busy here with our projects. I have whips and I have sewing projects, and yeah, it's definitely busy for me right now. Um, but I like the busyness. The busyness is not something that I would consider a lot of work. But to me, this is fun. This is um, something that I get to benefit from because these are things that I get to use, or I get to give them to someone else who would appreciate it. I don't mind doing them, and it's fun for me. Although it can be a little painful, but that's because I don't know when to stop and take breaks, and I go too hard on things, um, and that's my bad. So I'm causing my own pain. Uh, so I just need to learn to just take it easy, slow down a bit, um, enjoy the process. So I wanted to, because I completely forgot to add that I was busy also. Um, I made two pairs of earrings that I crocheted, and I had started a pair that I created the hoop myself, and I wasn't really feeling it. And you'll see that in the little montage of different clips that I'm gonna add in here so that you can see my progress with where I was with the hexagon sweater. But these I didn't like I didn't particularly like the way that set of earrings was going. So I kind of like abandoned that. I I didn't like the size, I didn't like the way it looked, I didn't like the colors that I chose. So I scrapped it. I didn't want to use that. Um, so I decided to do these two. One is gold and one is silver. I had these hoops. I had purchased them and they came in a little packet in the jewelry section of Michael's, I believe it was, or Joann's. I don't recall when I got them because that's how long I've had them, and I keep them in my jewelry making kit, jewelry box kit that I have, and so I came across them, and of course I came across a video of someone crocheting earrings, and I decided to try it, but I did not follow the video. Um, these are, I just winged it. Like I didn't, yeah, I wasn't following anybody's tutorial or pattern. Um, I just went with it. Um, so I don't wear a lot of gold, but I wanted to try with the beads that I had on hand and my kids, and so I made the gold ones with the beads, and then I made these with just the yarn. I'll show you how they look more or less. And I really like them because I would like to wear them for like when you're on vacation and you're wearing some flowy white, dress. I think they would look so cute. I really like these. And then I have these gold ones. I don't, like I said, I don't wear a lot of gold because it would require me to switch out my hoops back here, and that is, they're a lot of work to put in. Um, and so, yeah, it's just a matter of being lazy. Um, but I also wear a lot of silver, so um, I don't mind blending my jewel tones. Anyway, there's some people who are just like, no silver and gold together. I really don't care. It's a matter of preference. But these are also, now we have Mr. Softy here. Fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, I crocheted the earrings, two pairs of earrings. I did the hexagon sweater and the beret. So I was busy with the crocheting. Um, and I will cue a montage of my whole hexagon journey in here to let you know what was going on more or less with me during that time. It was around May. So I believe I had just finished the Miss Valentine, and I decided to start on the hexagon sweater. And yeah, I will let you see where I was with all of that right now. Hey guys. So I just want to show you how far I've gotten with my Hexagon um, cardigan. And so I just wanted to show you that I've made progress. So I have one side completed, and I also have another side completed. So this is the right side. And then we have the left side. Now, the only thing that I am sitting here trying to contemplate and debate on is how I'm going to do the shoulder seam. So I don't know if I want to do the granny square, the continuous granny square, um, so that it looks seamless, or if I want to sew it in. But if I believe that if I do the granny square, the line of granny squares, that I would have to, I don't know if I would have to add another row, and I don't have enough of the yarn. I still have 2 cakes left, and I have to still extend, I still have to extend the arm, and I want to do the cuff, and I also need to do the band around the neck and the back and the waist. And so I don't think I'm gonna have enough, and I may have to purchase some more cakes. I can only find them now online. Um, I could only find them online on Michael's. Um, I went to the I went to the store, and they didn't have them in store. They only have them online. So I would have to purchase potentially 3 more um, in order to finish the cardigan. Because the cakes are not that big. Uh, Let me show you. So the cakes are, you know, they're pretty small. They're only um, they're only 3 ounces, or 270 yards each. And so far I have used 4 of these cakes, and I have 2 more. So I have, these are my last 2, and I think I'm gonna need 3 more in order to finish the cardigan, because I still have to extend the back and do the neckline, which I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I don't know what style. I haven't decided what style I'm gonna do. I might do a simple, um, I don't know if I'll do a slip stitch or if I'll do a single crochet. But I also want to do the cuff. It doesn't have to be long. It could be, a short one, a short cardigan. It doesn't have to be, I don't think I'm going to extend it, because I would have to purchase not 3 more, but 6 more in order to do that. Um, so I don't want to continue to buy more cakes. Although these were, I believe, these were 3 of them for $16 or something of that nature. Um, the first ones that I bought, the first 3 that I bought, I believe came out to $16, and then my children, uh, my son, for Mother's Day, purchased 3 more. So now I've been doing this, and I have 6. So I've used 6 cakes. Well, I haven't used the full 6, because these are I have just these two left. But then that would mean, and I have two, and whatever this can cover, which I think it can potentially cover the shoulders, depending on how I do it. I don't know if I sew it in, it may be it may be doable. But if I do the granny stitches in the shoulder so that it doesn't look like there's a seam there, I don't think it's going to be enough for both. So still working on that. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I really do want to finish this this cardigan because I want to start on I have some other projects that I want to do. And I don't know, I can't seem to do more than one project. Like I want to do this one and finish it and then proceed on to the next one. I don't like to have too many whips. I have one that I have there, and I have this one, but I really want to get this cardigan finished because it's coming along great. I love the way it looks. So I have to show you. See, it would have to be short because I don't think I have enough yarn to finish it all. And so, we still have to do the front and the back and the band around the front and around the waist, and that takes up a lot of yarn. So I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should buy more, but I don't want to have that's the one thing that I don't want to have. I don't want to have any left over because then I don't know what to do with it. And once I finish the project, I don't particularly care to have any extra yarn that I'm not going to be able to do anything with. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm still working on that. But I love the colors. I mean, the screen is not doing it nearly enough justice. I would have to film during the day when there's enough sunlight. Right now, it's cloudy out, and it is currently 7:30 in the evening, so the sun is going down. And so, yeah, that's basically what I've been up to. And I have uh, one project that I have a pair of earrings that I'm crocheting. I did one earring and I have not finished the second one. So yeah, we're kind of stuck with this and what we're gonna do, and we're also stuck with the earring. So I don't know. With the earring, I have one that's completed, but I'm not really particularly feeling it, if you get my drift. But this is basically the first pair. This is the first pair, and Um, I did the earring myself with wire, but I feel like it's too big. But I have two other ones that I've completed as well, and um, I'll show you that in another clip. But we're here just trying to, you see, I'm trying to finish the second one, which I don't know if I'm gonna finish it because I don't like the way it looks or the way it's coming out. Um, but that's all, my guys. I don't, you know, life is just lifing, and I'm trying to keep up with my hobbies and my crafting and my knitting, I should say, excuse me, my crocheting and my sewing. And I'm just trying to keep my spirits up because I haven't been feeling that great, not just physically, but mentally. And so I'm just trying to hang in there. Um, but I will film some more, let you know how far I've come along with the cardigan, and hopefully it'll be done soon because we're now at the end of May and we're approaching June, and I wanted to do at least 2 to 3 sweaters. I wanted to do at least 2 to 3 sweaters for 2026, so at least I have three sweaters I can wear um, for the fall and winter, uh, fall 2026-27. Fall 26, winter 26-27. Um, so yeah, so I want to at least do, that was my goal at the beginning of the year when I was doing the Valentine's Day sweater. So the goal is to at least do 3 cardigans um, that I could wear for the winter. And then I want to get started on making some earrings. I think that would be really cute. Like, I really want to, I've seen some amazing tutorials on how to make some sweaters. So we're going to try to do that. Um, but like I said, life be lifing. And I'm trying to get, I'm trying to work out again. Um, and I got some things going on here in my home. And like I said before, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. Um, my menopause is causing a lot of havoc within my body. Um, I'm suffering from depression, and it's been hard. So I haven't been mentally there for the crocheting and the sewing. Um, but it does help me to ground myself and to stay focused on something else other than whatever problems I have. And it also gives me something to look forward to. Um, so I try to do that. Um, but I'm just trying to take care of myself for the most part, not only physically, but mentally. Um, so it's taking me a little bit. I'm not working as fast as I once did. And that bothers me at times, but it's really nothing I can do about that. It's I just have to learn to pace myself now. It's not something that I can um, it's not something that I can rush now. Um, it's not like before where I can, you know, make garments and sew and do one garment after another without any issues. Now, I no longer can do that. Um, physically and mentally, um, I'm just not there. At least not yet. Hopefully, um, I can get out of this funk that I'm in, but it's been a while now. So I'm just trying to take it easy and show myself some grace and take it one day at a time. Um, but like I said before, anyway, I digress. I will try to finish up this sweater, this cardigan, and I will try to record as much as possible so that I can show you the progress of how I'm going, like I did with my Valentine's Day sweater. Um, but we're here, and for that I am grateful. um, so I guess uh, I'll be talking to you soon. Stay blessed. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye. I hope everybody is doing well, and I will try to keep you more updated on these projects. So I will try to come back, do my best to come back and let you know how this went, um, how it looks, take some pictures, um, so that you can see the final product. Maybe I can inspire someone else to make one of these dresses who's never tried this pattern before, or maybe contemplated doing the pattern and just need some visuals to, or someone who's done it to, you know, help you through it. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. For the most part, I can honestly say so far, there haven't been any hiccups with anything. Knock on wood. There haven't been any hiccups. So like the barrette was not difficult at all to do. I think it came out absolutely fantastic. I love how I didn't even intentionally just sewing, just crocheting the hat in the pattern that she was instructing us to do. The pattern of the hat, you know, all the colors just came out beautifully. Someone has decided to play Bad Bunny now. I don't know if you can hear that, but this is New York. So the pattern is really cute. I love the patterns on, you know, on the hat. And also it was my first time doing something that had increases and decreases in it. Like I always tend to do things that are, I'll play it safe with, you know, with crocheting, because I really didn't know how to crochet. I'm learning just from watching YouTube videos. The little bit that my mom taught me, I did retain, but unfortunately, it wasn't something that I was doing while she was still with us. And so I don't have her to gauge. Um, but maybe she's here with me, helping me make all these things because she enjoyed crocheting very much. Um, and I can now see why. 'Cause it's something that's enjoyable. Um, so you know, the pattern was something where I learned something new to do, and that to me was fun. You know, it allowed me to understand another aspect of crocheting, and so this was a lot of fun, and I love the pattern, and I love the way the yarn um, just showed off all the colors, one row at a time, and it just came out to me. It came out so great. I really love the colors of this. um, and the sweater. The sweater is also beautiful to me. I love the way all of the rounds, there's a different color that shows up, how some of the colors blend with other ones. And it's all granny stitches, and with the exception of the cuff. But I mean, I'm getting better at this because with that at the bottom, oh God, what a nightmare. Yeah, your first go around at something large, like not just, a blanket, but like something wearable is, she was my first attempt. I had never attempted to make a sweater prior to her. So, and I figured I loved granny squares so much. And, I wanted to make something Valentine's related because at the time, we were approaching that holiday. I wanted to make something, and so I had the Granny Square card deck box, which was also gifted to me by my children and for Christmas. And I wanted to try the Granny Squares, and I had absolutely so much fun doing that. And I did them with just 3 colors. But can you imagine if you have like different color yarns, yellows and greens and blues and purples and whatever, and you mix them all together and you make each pattern. I look forward to someday making a sweater where it's just as colorful as this one. I look forward to that. Let's see. And then, yeah, so that's basically all I have to report for the time being. I hope everybody is doing well. Thank you for staying this long in the video. Until next time, I hope to see you with further information as to what I'm crocheting next and showing you my progress with my 2 summer dresses. Until next time, talk to you later. Bye.